Explore the beauty of Nashville with Jody's Journeys, May 29th through June 2nd. Join Jody Griner, your travel guide, and explore the treasures of Nashville. Contact Jody Griner at 641-660-6417. This tour only holds 50 seats. Demand is high. Secure your spot now. Call Jody's Journeys at 641-660-6417. Again, Jody's Journeys is going to Nashville, May 29th through June 2nd.
Showcase. My banner is falling, but hey, we got a room full of people, don't we? Why don't you guys make some noise? nice crowd here at Barn Wired. We've got the Chickadees hanging out here with us today. Going to get an interview and some original tunes from the ladies. First, there's nobody here from Barn Wired that wants to get up here and talk today, so I'm going to talk for them. The lunch special that is going on today, which obviously we're coming up on the noon hour, so you want to get in here to Barn Wired for something to eat. They've got tuna noodle casserole as the special today, and then the sandwich of the week is the smash burger. That sounds kind of good.
That sounds really good.
Smash burger. So again, tuna noodle casserole and smash burger is the featured items on the menu for today. All right, so we are doing the Iowa Music Showcase. I am glad to have the Chickadees hanging out with me today. Ladies, how are you?
We're good. How are you?
Yeah, we're glad to be here.
Doing good. It's been a little while. I last saw you when we were on the radio. We won't go there. But yeah, when was that? Probably. Well,
it was in June.
Yes, it was June. I could probably tell you the date if I really wanted to go back through. But yeah, it's good to have you. So it's been about 9 months. First of all, before we get going, in case our audience that is watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter aren't familiar with the two of you, why don't you give your names and maybe where you're from?
Yeah.
I'm Stephanie Anderson. I'm from Eldon.
And Allison Miller, and I'm from Selma, so we're about 5 minutes apart.
All right, so kind of down a little bit, south of Ottumwa, just a little bit? Is that how that works out on the map?
Between Ottumwa and Fairfield.
Okay.
We're directionally challenged.
You're that way. And by the way, she is not that short. She is we're on bar stools. You're sitting on the cajon, right?
Cajon.
All right, so you're going to be doing a little beat bopping on the box down there. So tell us about your music. How long have you been the Chickadees?
Well, that was in 2017. Yeah, is when we officially got the name and everything. But yeah, we've been singing together like at least 10 years, if not pushing 11 or 12 now. I forget that we keep getting older every year.
So, I don't know, when we first did our first interview, and do you guys have any idea when that would have been?
Oh my. Yeah, it has.
It was probably around that time. Was the first
probably
one when our first album?
So
like
2019,
2019 maybe.
Years, yeah.
All right, so kind of seeing you grow up on
Yeah.
media outlets. Again, we're doing this on Steve Shuttler Media. Were you in high school when because you guys are like lifelong friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Since kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did you go to school?
Cardinal.
Cardinal.
Yeah.
Big school of Cardinal down in Norman. When did you start, as singing together and figure out that hey, we'd kind of like to do this?
Well, we would have been like middle school.
It was when we were like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Like 13 probably.
The school gave us like the MacBooks and that opened a whole new thing. We started making videos and stuff. So.
Yeah.
And that's very cool. And then you started playing out, like we mentioned, probably 2019 you said?
17.
2017. Okay. And where are some of the venues, the different places that you guys get to play at, or where have you played over the years?
We're really branching out this year. We were just up in Ankeny recently, and then of course we were in the Battle of the Bands, so we played at the Mississippi Valley Fair. So that's the kind of the opposite direction. And of course a lot of local stuff. So Ottumwa, Fairfield. What am I missing?
Just different places
Anywhere
around
that will take
Iowa
us.
a lot. Yeah.
And you won, wasn't that last year? Did you win that Battle of the Bands?
Yeah, that was really fun. So we got to open. We were supposed to open for
Jimmy Allen.
yeah, and that didn't.
He had some issues.
Yeah.
He had some issues. Yeah. And then we ended up doing opening for Tyler Farr and Austin Snell.
Okay.
And we got to meet Austin. He was really nice. Yeah, it was a good experience.
Yeah.
We had our own camper.
Really?
So we felt
Yeah,
fancy.
VIP.
Yeah.
Name on the camper or anything?
No.
Not that fancy.
Very cool. And so you put your first album out, you said 2019?
Yep.
Is that right? Okay. And then you just recently put some stuff out as well. Tell us about that.
So in April, our new album is coming out. It's going to be called In the Rain, which is perfect for today to be promoting that. It's going to have 10 songs, and one of them we wrote 10 years ago when we started. So we're really excited to share the transformation.
Okay. Yeah. And how many albums or how much music do you have out on different platforms?
This will be our second album.
Okay.
Well, technically our third album, but the first one I don't think got put out anywhere because it was like 10 years ago. And so that's all we have out as far as like releases and stuff, just the albums.
Okay.
And then some cringy old YouTube videos if you want to dig deep.
If you take the deep dive, you will find some cringe.
Yeah. But
We do have our new single, Grow Old Together, is out
Yeah.
as a little sneak peek of what's to come on this album.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that that video here a little bit more here in a few minutes. But let's go ahead and get into some music.
all right.
You guys are going to do some original tunes for us today. What are you going to start off with?
We're going to do one of the ones that'll be on the new album, and it's called Homemaker.
All right, give it up. Make some noise for the chickadees here on our Iowa.
I see you little different these days, but I'm not saying that you've changed. I'm the one who's not the same. I was a witness, but it's never my business that you've had all these girls before, but none of them want you anymore. Oh, you were such a gentleman, but nothing's gentle in the end. Oh, yeah. When you're a guy, you get away with stuff. When you're a girl, your life is kinda rough, because our bar is set way too high. I know everything about you, but you still try to pin me as a fool. But you're the one who's lonely tonight. If you can't make a whole housewife, then you can't make a player, a homemaker. I'd be waiting up all night, and I never scolded you for not being on time. You you've always held your head so high. 'Cause even on your worst days, you're still one of the guys. Well, you took everything away from me, my youth, my friends, my family. Oh, you had your chance, it's in the past. Probably looking at the bottom of your whiskey glass. Oh, yeah, hey. When you're a guy, you get away with stuff. When you're a girl, your life is kinda rough, because our bar is set way too high. I know everything about you, but you still try to pin me as a fool. But you're the one who's lonely tonight. If you can't make a housewife, then you can't make a player, a homemaker. Though I know what he's done, nothing will ever be done about it. 'Cause it's never your fault. Oh, no. Just take it with a grain of salt. Oh, I wish I saw you then like I see you now. When you're a guy, you get away with stuff. When you're a girl, your life is kinda rough, because our bar is set way too high. I know everything about you, but you still try to pin me as a fool. But you're the one who's lonely tonight. If you can't make a housewife, then you can't make a player, a homemaker.
Original song. Was there any? I didn't really ask for a backstory behind that song before you got going. Is there any story behind that?
That's too long of a story, Steve.
The song can explain itself.
We don't want to go there. We're hitting a lot of those don't go there topics.
That could be a new song title.
Yeah.
We go there. So as far as your songwriting, who are some artists, some other musicians that have inspired you guys individually, or maybe as a unit, for your songwriting and your style and your sound?
My all-time inspiration is Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Yeah.
Taylor.
I'm a Swiftie.
How about you?
I would say Dolly Parton, and then recently Lainey Wilson. She's awesome,
Yeah.
so I really enjoy her stuff. And
She's won a few awards here. In the
yeah, she's really great. Yeah.
Girl on Fire, Lainey Wilson. So that's cool. Now we touched on the new video that you have out there. How long has the new video been available?
It's been 3 weeks. Feels much longer than that. We were looking on the way here. I was like, 3 weeks? What? But yeah, 3 weeks.
And I shared that on my Facebook page earlier today. That already has over like 5,000 views, right?
Yeah, we're really thankful that everybody's been supporting it really well. We're really surprised at how well it's going, but I think it's at like 5,600 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. So congratulations on that. Now,
Thank you.
The filming of that, I know you had put out a kind of a call on Facebook asking for some people to get involved. So tell us maybe about the making, the behind the scenes stuff of the video.
So what I think is super cool about it is that it was completely filmed and edited and directed and everything by us, because Allison's a videographer.
Okay.
So she did it with her own equipment for Lifetime photography and videography. And we just kind of brought the couples in and told them little scenes of what we wanted to do, and we did a lot of different dancing scenes. And
when we initially put it out, we got the couple number 2. We had couple number 1 and couple number 2. So we had, yeah, but we didn't want to specify it that way. So we had couple number 2 that we found, and they were just perfect. And so then we had a lot of people apply to be the younger couple number 1. And it was really hard because you had to try to think like, size-wise, like they have to be the right height comparatively to the other couple. Yeah. So we did have some of that. We had some of that. And so we're like, oh man, and then just like hair color and all that kind of went together. And we were kind of getting discouraged because it was just so hard to find someone. We're like, well, they'll get the gist. They don't have to look similar. And then out of nowhere, the couple that we had, they sent us their info and we're like, yes, like they look so similar. So it was really cool how that all worked out.
Yeah. And what's the name of the song that we're talking about, by the way?
Grow Old Together.
Grow Old
Yeah.
Together. So yeah, you kind of, like we said, younger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where did you film that at?
We started, we kind of filmed it a little bit backwards. So we started at Top Hat Coffee.
With Gary and Sherry.
Yes. That place is just so cute. So we wanted a scene like where they were just like having a little milkshake together and something cute like that. And then we also used Lofted, which is a new rental space in Ottumwa, for the dancing scenes. And then we had someone help us find an old house. We wanted like a nice old porch and just like an open layout of a kitchen. So we had room to film, and we found that last minute with the help of some friends. And we were really lucky to find that. It worked out perfectly. So.
And did I see you guys did a little acting in the video as well?
Yeah, I got to be a barista.
I was, I'm usually not on that side of the camera. So I was like, this is weird.
So who was in charge of the technical stuff when you were on camera?
My husband.
Okay.
Yeah. He usually helps me at weddings and stuff. So he had a little bit of a background with the technology, but it was also like, let me see that. Like, how did I look? Because I can't angle myself on the other side of the camera.
Yeah, I was going to say, your husband's here today, and your family, you brought some family.
Yeah. They kind of just follow me around.
Yeah. So I was going to say, give them a shout out. Who do we have here today?
I got my mom, my dad, and my husband, and my daughter, Opal.
Yeah. How old is Opal?
She's almost 2. 2 in May.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
very cool.
Her little pigtail's just kind of sticking up. I don't know where she went, but
So you recruited your husband to help you out, kind of like I recruit my wife.
Yeah.
People can't see my wife is running the technical side of things today. So yes, thank you, Stacy.
we wouldn't know what to do without him.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the new album is coming out in April.
Yes.
Is there you have a specific set date on that?
April 13th, we're having an album release party in Fairfield at this old barn. It's open to the public, and it will be on all platforms that day.
Okay.
So April 13th is the date.
All right.
And we're going to have food trucks. So
Okay.
have a little party, and then they have, in the venue, they have drinks available and stuff.
Okay.
So it should just be a fun night.
Are you doing it just online, or do you have any like physical CDs or anything like
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Buy the CDs.
Some people, you don't know anymore. Some people
Yeah.
think CDs are a thing of the past. And
Yeah.
how about vinyl? Are you going with vinyl?
It's
We're-
a consideration.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
going to take pre-orders at the party. If we get enough, then we're going to order.
Yeah.
Because it's a really big investment.
Yeah, they're not cheap to make.
No.
How about cassettes?
No?
Just keep going back and back.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and do our second song of the day. What do we have up next?
This is our current single that's out, Grow Old Together. Perfect, since we talked about, the video.
All right, let's do it. And once again, make some noise here for the Chickadees. We're live at Barn Wired with our Iowa Music Showcase.
Sitting outside, watching the birds fly, holding your hand with the memories in the palm of mine. Hey, honey, hi. Someday when it's our time, we'll know that we did things right. You make me wanna know together. You make me wanna take my time on this sweet forever. The world keeps spinning round and round, but you somehow seem to slow it down. I would relive all of these years just to grow old together. A coffee in your hand, a tea in mine. You look even better with time. We're not getting any younger than this, but you still make me feel like a kid. You make me wanna know what it's like to grow old together. You make me wanna take my time on this sweet forever. The world keeps spinning round and round, but you somehow seem to slow it down. I would relive all of these years just to grow old together. You make me wanna know what it's like to grow old together. You make me wanna take my time on this sweet forever. The world keeps spinning round and round, but you somehow seem to slow it down. I would relive all of these years just to grow old together. The world keeps spinning round and round, but you somehow seem to slow it down. I would relive all these years just to grow old together.
The Chickadees on our Iowa Music Showcase here on Steve Cutler Media. Again, that's a new song, the new video out there. Is the single available right now?
It is, yes,
Okay.
on all platforms.
Okay,
Yep.
so make sure you check that out, download that, and support our Iowa musicians. I was also going to ask, before we get into the random questions, since you shot your own video, do you do videos? Like, can people hire you to do a music video for
Yeah, that would be fun.
All right.
I haven't done that yet,
All
but
right.
of course.
But yeah, I'm just wondering, making connections here. If obviously I have a lot of artists come in and out, but yeah, if you want to get a video done.
Yeah, that would be really awesome.
hit it
Yeah.
up. What's the name of your company again?
Lifetime Photography and Videography.
Okay, and you're out of
Selma.
Selma,
Mhm.
the big town of Selma. All right, let's do some random questions here. We'll do three questions each. So it's actually 6. We usually only do 1. You'll do
Okay.
2 each. Stephanie, we'll start with you. What is the next holiday that you are excited about?
Probably the 4th of July.
The 4th of July.
Yeah.
I was going to say that too. Anything in particular about the 4th of July?
It's just fun. We always go out to my family's cabin on the river and have good food, and it's just really fun.
Yeah. All right. Question 2. Your turn now.
Okay.
So we're changing time. We're springing ahead this weekend.
Oh, yes.
Is that a big deal to you? Would you prefer to stay on one time always, or do you mind the springing ahead and the falling backward?
Whichever time gives me an extra hour of sunlight,
All right.
I want to keep that. Especially, I mean, you're in a better mood.
Yeah.
And then, of course, as a photographer, like, I lose that hour, and then I'm rushing around to get, photo shoots in. So definitely that one.
I'm all for sticking with one time.
Yes.
I hate messing with my sleep twice a year. Question 3. What was your greatest high school moment?
That's a hard one.
Like an accomplishment, or
It
just
could
like
be anything. Now, if you're watching my morning show this morning, I explained that my greatest high school moment was during homecoming week where in Sigourney we have a thing called Boom Night, where the kids do skits, and the homecoming court is announced. Well, my senior year, I got to star in our skit where I came out dressed in a hockey mask and a chainsaw, and I cut the heads off of my opponents. They actually allowed that in high school. Wave it, win.
Mine's not like that.
Anyway.
I guess I don't have a specific moment, but when I think back to like what I enjoyed in high school, I really loved show choir in my senior year. Like that was just a lot of fun, and yeah, we got to do a lot of fun stuff like that.
All right, question 4. Do you ever read the instructions when putting something together?
Yes. And my husband does not, and so I'm like sitting there over his shoulder like, that's not how it says.
It's a guy thing.
We always have a few extra like bolts and screws laying around, and I'm like,
Yeah. What are those for? You obviously don't need those.
When I question him, he says, "Oh, they sent extra in case." I'm like,
as it tilts to one side,
yeah.
falls apart. Question 5: do you have a routine breakfast? Do you eat something every day?
I eat Belvita breakfast bars in the car on the way to work. I don't have time for breakfast.
And then your last question. Let's see here. What are you much of a pet owner? Do you love animals?
No.
Let's skip that one. That wouldn't make much sense.
Give it to me.
All right. If you want the extra question, what's the most unusual pet that you've ever owned?
Oh, that doesn't count then. I have cats.
You're the crazy cat lady.
Yeah.
How many cats do you have?
I have 2, but I would have infinite amounts if I could.
All right. So those are your random or not so random questions. Again, we're hanging out with the Chickadees live at Barn Wired. And again, their lunch special today is the tuna noodle casserole. And they've got the smash burger as their sandwich of the week. Guys, we've got time for one more song. What are we going to wrap things up with today?
Well, this is the first that we'll be announcing this, but we're gonna have another single come out before the album. And this is the song that we wrote 10 years ago, at least. So this one's gonna be really fun. We originally recorded this song like 10 years ago, and so no one needs to hear that. But it's been a really fun ride to get to re-record this song and just make it come to life the way we've always kind of heard it. So.
Now, is this one of those songs where if we took the deep dive into the internet, would we be able to find?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
We've never posted it.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right, well, let's do it then. Here is the Chickadees, once again, here on our Iowa Music Showcase.
I like walking at night. I like walking in the rain. I like walking barefoot in my blue jeans on a nice summer day. I like walking toward you, looking at the my so blue. I like your smile, but what I don't like is when you walk the other way. Please stay. We were sitting there just talking about our lives when you mentioned you were going away. I just lost it, I didn't know what to say. Suddenly you were slipping away. They say goodbyes get easier with time, and that's the part I don't like. But I like walking at night. I like walking in the rain. I like walking barefoot in my blue jeans on a nice summer day. I like walking toward you, looking at the my so blue. I like your smile, but what I don't like is when you walk the other way. Please stay. I tried to convince you to stay, but you said my plans are already made. I cherish the time we still had left, and now that you're gone, I really want it back. We used to write songs all night long, but now you're not here and I do it all alone. And now when I listen to the radio, it just reminds me of how you had to go. And I hope you know I like walking at night, I like walking in the rain, I like walking barefoot in my blue jeans on a nice summer day. I like walking toward you, looking at the miles so blue. I like your smile, but what I don't like is when you walk the other way. Please stay. Every day you get farther away, but our memories will never fade. We used to walk at night and go walking in the rain and go walking barefoot in my blue jeans on a nice summer day. Ooh. We tricked you.
Yeah, you guys got me. I believe it's the guy in charge to ruin the song. My bad.
We should put that in the studio version. You just come in saying our name.
Well, we had quite the show today. My banner fell down at the beginning, and I ruined the end of their last song. Again, their new music comes out April 13th. That's the album release, and you're doing that in Fairfield. What's the venue again?
This old barn.
All right, so check that out. I'm sure you'll be pushing that on your social media
Yes.
outlets.
We are going to have the food open and available, so you can come in at 5 to get your food and kind of chat with us and check out our merch and all that stuff. And then the music's going to start at 6.
Cool. And is it just you guys? Is there any opening act, or is it just
Well, we will have special guests for the 10 songs from the album. We're going to play for a while, and then at the end we're going to bring up some members from the Crushers and a Tumwa-based band.
Okay. All right. So check that out. As far as finding you online, where do people go?
We have a website, chickadeesmusic.com, and then Facebook, and a very new Instagram. So
And very little TikTok.
yeah.
All right. So the Chickadees, and you know, when I went to tag you and some stuff, there are a few different Chickadees that pop up. Is there anything in particular that kind of differentiates you from the other Chickadees as far as like when people do a search?
Well, there's 2 of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Search for the picture of you guys.
And the other ones are on there, but I don't think they're really current. So, like,
Yeah.
if you look at their page, I don't think they've had anything for a while.
All right. Okay. So check them out online. Support their music, support their careers, and their album release coming up in April.
Thank you.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming to the big town of Sigourney today. It's been fun to catch up again.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
All right, it's the Chickadees on our Iowa Music Showcase. Again, always live at Barn Wired here in Sigourney. We'll be back here next Friday. I believe we have Brittany Sword coming to us from Oskaloosa as our Iowa Music Showcase next week. So until then, you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you later on here on Steve Shaker Media.
All righty.